Hello and welcome to Youth Unleashed, a special programme which is capturing young people's views on staying safe in Manchester and our communities.
Today we'll be sharing our own ideas on how to improve safety and support. I will be welcoming some of our special guests into our studio to share their experiences.
The first guest on our sofa is Karen Morris, who's a youth club coordinator at Hideout Youth Zone, and will be talking to us about growing up in Manchester and supporting young people in the city.
Hi Karen, today we're going to ask you some questions.
Tell us a bit about yourself and your job at Hideout.
Yeah, so I'm Corinne. I'm the Deputy Head of Youth Work and Partnerships, and it's my job to oversee a 7-day youth work offer for young people aged 8 to 19 up to 25 with additional needs. I oversee all the partnerships that come in, working in the local community, as well as safeguarding.
Wow, that's a busy timetable.
Busy, stay active.
Yeah. What is Hideout doing to support young people to stay safe?
So as well as offering somewhere that they can go that's safe and a trusted adult, they have professional youth workers that are there. And we make sure we listen to young people to know what they want, what they need. We offer them opportunities through other partners, whether it's support getting a job, doing a CV, doing something they've never done before, and also just giving them a safe space where they can explore themselves and their identity.
How has your upbringing affected the way you look at youth services?
I was a youth club kid, so I got a lot from youth centres. When I was growing up, I definitely probably wasn't the most well-behaved, probably got into trouble a bit more than I should have. But having a trusted adult and a youth centre and a youth provision there, I was always into dance, performing arts, so whereas I struggled a bit academically, because like we were speaking about before as well, I'm dyslexic, so sometimes I struggle with stuff, but having that space to kind of just do something different and have people around me who help guide me, that made a big difference to me.
What do you hope for the future of Manchester?
I hope that we continue to work together, grow, develop. I hope we continue to invest in the youth service. I hope we continue to put young people like yourselves at the front and give you guys opportunities to tell us what you want from the youth centres and what you want from education, because it's for you, so it should definitely be led by you.
Okay.
Being a youth worker, what changes have you seen in young people in your community?
Some big changes and small changes, so it can be little things like confidence and self-esteem in terms of not wanting to go on the rock climbing wall, but next minute, they're at the top going, Corinne, I'm jumping down. Don't worry, they've got a harness on, the safe. But it can also be as big as, like I was saying before, creating new friendship groups, helping them get a job, helping them deal with their social and emotional well-being, helping support them with mental health services. The youth centre can help young people not only directly involved, but also the community outside of it and local to us as well.
Yeah. Thanks for your time today.
Thanks for having me, it was top.
Our next guest is Mohammed Abi, who works at the University Academy 92, also known as ABS. He is a public speaker and an advocate for neurodiversity and mental health.
Hi, thank you for joining us, Abs. Please tell us about yourself and your job.
Thanks for having me. I'm buzzing to be here. So I'm a community connector at UA 92, University Academy 92, based in OT, Old Trafford. I was going to say OT. And I do a lot of talks around neurodiversity, and I'm a neurodiverse and mental health public speaker.
That's nice, honestly.
Cheers.
Tell us about being an advocate for neurodiversity and mental health.
I feel like being an advocate for neurodiversity and mental health, I feel like it's something that's close to my heart. As someone who has ADHD, autism and tics and struggle with mental health from a young age, I do feel like I want to be this voice and this change maker for younger people. So you can be you. Don't be afraid to be fit in the box, embrace your differences. And I feel like I like to shout about it just because I want to embrace and empower people and make them feel motivated and accepted, and no one should feel left out. As a kid, I really struggled being out there with it, having ADHD, autism, and I didn't really find myself until I was in my 20s. So if I didn't find myself in my 20s, I want to help more young people find themselves now.
Yeah. Honestly, you should have been a poet. You're, how do I explain this? What you're saying honestly motivates people too.
Oh, cheers.
Yeah. Do you think, debatable question, do you think Manchester is doing enough to protect and support young people?
See, I say yes and no. I feel like you guys like media clubs are doing great, but I do feel like some places are struggling to help young people. I do feel like young people's mental health and like safety, whatever, it's on the up, and I feel like a lot of young people more are struggling, like coming out of like the pandemic and everything. You're still like getting adjusted, like being like the lockdown and everything. But I do feel like schools and like people in Manchester needs to be more proactive in helping people. I feel like yous are the new generation. Like yous are like the next big thing to come out of Manchester, and I feel like the support needs to be done like right now, ASAP.
ASAP.
What advice would you give to young people in regards to staying safe?
I feel like always reach out to someone. My biggest advice is like, don't be afraid to ask for help. If you're worried and you feel like someone is like, if you're worried or you're struggling, like always reach out, whether it's a friend, a mum, a teacher, whatever, like always stay safe. And if you think it's wrong, just reach out to somebody, because the smallest thing could be an incline to say, oh, I might be worried or unsafe, so reach out to the teachers. And I know like meeting some of our teachers today, they really care about your well-being, and I feel like just reach out to anyone.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming.
Oh, cheers, thanks for having me.
So now we're going to share our opinions on how to stay safe. What do you think should be done to improve community safety?
I would say I think people should be more open and should be able to tell people, you know, if they're frightened or nervous or they don't feel safe, and they should be more be aware, you know, and well, just stay. Yeah, that's it really.
Adding on to his point, I think outside of schools and colleges, like public buildings, we should have like worry boxes where people post their worries but stay anonymous, as well as to have community places, like free community places to go and to visit if you're overwhelmed, and find someone to talk about.
For our final guest, we welcome Miss Williams from Co-op's Belle Vue Academy.
Tell us about yourself.
So my name is Miss Williams and I am a Community and Partnerships Manager at Co-op Academy Belle Vue.
And could you please tell us about what the Co-op Academy are doing within the community to help?
Yep, so part of my role is the development of a community plan. So we are going above and beyond to support our local community as well as our school community. So an example of some projects that fall into this community plan includes a weekly community grocers and a community fridge, which means the local community can come and get access to as many different items as they want, lots of different food products. And we are also launching a bike library soon with Transport for Greater Manchester, so our school community and our local community can have access to free bikes to travel wherever they want to.
And with the food pantry, is that within the academy or is it within the community?
Yeah, that's it. It's in our academy, so it's in our community hub, and that runs every Monday.
That's great.
Thanks for joining us on Youth Unleashed. We hope you've learned something new.
And stay safe in your community. And remember to
Live,
laugh
and
and enjoy. Stay safe, people.